All right. Welcome to this Worldwide Health Staff Solutions webinar featuring Arizona today. My name is Tyson Winters. I'm super excited to speak a lot about Arizona. I'd say I'm one of Arizona's biggest fans, really awesome. And so I'm excited to talk with you all about the reasons why you should consider working in Arizona. So a little bit about me. I was raised and lived in the small town of Gilbert, Arizona. I guess it's not too small anymore. It's been growing quite a bit. And I lived there for about 18 years of my life. So you could say I know a thing or two about Arizona. I've since moved to the state of Idaho, and I've been in Idaho now for about 4 years. But I really want to move back to Arizona in the future. It's absolutely growing there. Lots of people, and I still have family out that way. So super excited about that. I've been working here at Worldwide Health Staff Solutions and as a recruiter for about 2 years now. Absolutely love it. Love talking to you guys all around the world and helping you reach the American dream. And some hobbies of mine, I love food. Any foodies out there? I love fishing, camping, watching movies, and really hanging out with my friends and family. All right, so we'll get into it now. As you can see here, there's some pictures. I'll go into that in just a second. Some favorite things about Arizona, like my favorite things of why I think you should consider Arizona as a place to move to the U.S. and start your nursing career there. There's many family-friendly towns, cities with amazing public school systems. I'd say Arizona is number one when it comes to those private schools and public schools and all those situations you have there. Lots to choose from. Very, very friendly, family friendly there, especially in the Gilbert area, Mesa, Chandler, a lot in the Central Valley of Arizona. There's numerous outdoor activities. You have hiking, biking, climbing, tons of lakes, and so much more. And I mean, you're within a drive of everything. Like our family, we would sometimes go to the beach, and it's only a 6-hour drive to California. So you have really everything in Arizona. You're very centralized there. Everything's within at least a couple-hour drive. And so, and then Arizona is really known for their sunny weather year-round. Very warm in the summers with very mild winters. The winter in Arizona is my absolute favorite. Highs of like mid 60 degrees Fahrenheit, super nice and cool weather in the winter. And then of course, Arizona is famous for their warm summers. But it definitely has a little bit of everything for everyone. And then the last thing here, many family-friendly, close-knit communities and local events that bring people together. Like I said before, I think my favorite thing about Arizona is how tight-knit the communities are. They're very welcoming to newcomers. So many people moving in and out of Arizona all the time. And there's a lot of local communities and events going on constantly, activities and festivals of all ages. So that's one of my favorite things as well. Some pictures here, you can see some of my family. I'm actually the oldest of 4. These are some dated photos. I'm a little bit older now. But in the far left corner there, you can see my mom and stepdad, my siblings. That's actually in Sedona. Sedona is 2 hours north of Phoenix. Very pretty. It's a top destination in the United States for its spas, its red rocks, its gem stores. It's a very nice area. I really like the fudge shops there. I'm a foodie, so got really good restaurants there. And then you can see in the middle right there, we got the lake. That's actually it's called Saguaro Lake. Arizona is actually known for the Sonoran Desert, where it's the only place in the world where the iconic saguaro cactus grows. It's those really giant, tall cactuses. Really cool area. Arizona has a couple different lakes, and they're awesome for getting out of the summer heat. Lake activities like boating and tubing and paddleboarding, really fun. And those lakes are probably within anywhere from a 30-minute to an hour drive, depending on where you are in the Central Valley area of Arizona. So there's like Saguaro Lake and Canyon Lake. And then the far right picture there, it's me and my family from a few years ago at the Grand Canyon. And if you didn't know this, but the Grand Canyon National Park is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and it's actually the only natural wonder in the United States. So one of the 7, only one in the United States, and it's a very massive canyon. If you ever do decide to live and work in Arizona or travel, it's definitely worth going to see. It's really, really cool. And then up top, those photos are just some different hiking trails and things around in the Arizona nature. So really like that. All right, we'll go from the next slide. All right, let's get into some quick fun facts about Arizona, starting with the seasons, the weather. This is really important. So starting with summer, again, they can be warm. The Arizona weather can be warm in the summer. So you can expect anywhere from a 90 degrees to 100 degrees, 105, 110, anywhere from there. And that's about 32 Celsius to 38 Celsius. But yeah, don't let the summer heat bother you in Arizona. Let me tell you, the wonders of AC. Every house, every apartment, everyone is built with AC, and you'll have that in there with you. And there's definitely a lot of summer activities that involve water, like water parks. There's so many water parks, lakes. Again, you're close to the beach. You can go drive to California and go visit. There's Disneyland, things like that close by our neighboring state of California. And so many activities during the summer to get out of that summer heat. Lots of indoor activities, movie theaters, arcade games, things like that. Lots of family-friendly stuff in the summer. Fall, winter, spring, that time of the year is also amazing. Fall, you can expect anywhere from 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 16 Celsius to 27 Celsius. Winter, what I like about Arizona the most, Central Phoenix area. If you're not a fan of snow, then this is perfect for you. It never snows there. I think in my 18 years of living in the Central Valley area of Arizona, again, that's like the Phoenix, Mesa, Gilbert area, it maybe snowed once for like 5 minutes, and everyone thought it was a miracle, but it didn't stick to the ground or anything. It melted. And again, those winters, they are anywhere ranging from 4 to 16 degrees Celsius, and then spring is a nice light warm of 16 Celsius to 27 Celsius. So definitely the weather is a favorite for a lot of people. All right, so some notable cities here. Phoenix is the largest. It's the capital of Arizona. They have 1.7 million people, super diverse, lots of different types of cultures and diversity of backgrounds and stuff like that. It's a big melting pot of people. Tucson, approximately 548,000 people. It's a little bit on the bigger side. Tucson's about 2 hours south of Phoenix, closer to the Mexican border. And then Mesa is 529,000 people. Mesa is close to Gilbert, where I grew up. Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, Phoenix area. That all consists of what we call the Central Valley of Arizona. And then again, Arizona is known for, I'd say, top 2 places right there is the Grand Canyon. Again, I talked a little bit about that, and Sedona. Sedona is awesome. Red Rock landscapes and outdoor activities. All right, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, some quick stats about Arizona. So the total population of Arizona is 7.1 million people. Median age about 38. What I like about this, it says here average commute time 25 minutes, and that's to and from work if you want. What I like about Arizona is you're within 10, 15, 20-minute drive of everything. I mean, like the mall, the grocery store, the gas stations, it's everywhere. There's lots of things to do, lots of places to go, and I just really like how close by everything is. Unemployment rate 4.7%. Again, we talked about the temperatures there. Annual rainfall 12 inches. It's not a lot for Arizona. Arizona, we actually have something called a monsoon season, and that's usually around, I'd say, like the August, September part of the year, where it rains. If it does rain, it's going to rain around that time of the year. But for the most part, again, very sunny, blue skies throughout the year. Let's see. Right here, we got some 8 reasons to live in Arizona. We got sunny climate, outdoor activities, again, a thriving economy. Everything's booming in Arizona right now. Lots of job opportunities, great people moving in there. And then we got affordable living, healthcare excellence. There's so many great healthcare opportunities there. Cultural diversity. Again, I talked about the melting pot that is Phoenix and Arizona. There's just a ton of people moving in there from all parts of the world, all parts of the United States. And then vibrant cities, again, very family-friendly areas, and then lots of sports and recreation. If you're a fan of football, soccer, baseball, all sorts of stuff, we got those teams. All right, we'll go to the next slide. So yeah, I'd like to just touch on one of our current clients that's hiring in this area of Arizona, called CommonSpirit. CommonSpirit, we're super grateful to partner with them. They're amazing, awesome hospital organization, great benefits and pay for their employees. They really care about their employees. They are the largest Catholic hospital system and the second largest nonprofit hospital system in the United States. So if you ever hear from one of your recruiters or any advertisements about CommonSpirit, I would definitely hop on that opportunity. They've been a pleasure to work with, and we're super grateful to be partnering with them at this time. All right, we'll go to the next slide. Awesome. So a lot of you might be looking into coming to the United States and maybe already working with a recruiter and things like that. And something that you have to keep into consideration is English exams that are required. A lot of states have specific exams that they require in order for you to start working there and get the appropriate license for that and endorsement. But I'm happy to say that Arizona actually does not require any specific English proficiency test, as you can see there at the bottom where it says English proficiency test, not required, which leaves a lot of options for you. You'll still need to take the visa screen, of course, but that leaves many different options for you: IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, MET, OET, all things like that for you to consider when taking your exam for the visa screen. So that kind of frees up and gives you a lot more flexibility. So I'm super excited about that. All right, so we'll touch on some cost of living here. As you can see on the chart, I won't go into great detail in there, but we pulled together just a little bit of a brief averages of some things that might cost in Arizona. Again, that's with 2 adults and no children, and then the others are with 2 adults and 2 children if you got family. But I won't go in great detail in there. You can look at that. But over here, we talk about affordable housing. Arizona's housing costs, especially in the Phoenix and Tucson area, are lower than many major cities in the United States. I'd say Phoenix, though it's like the biggest city in Arizona and it is the capital, it's very diverse, very populated. I'd say it's it's a lot more affordable than a lot of other major cities in the United States, like San Francisco, New York, Chicago, things like that. I'd say Phoenix has its very affordable housing there too. Utilities and transportation. Utilities can be high due to the heat. You're going to have to be running that AC. But other than that, I can tell you the utilities are very affordable. Especially the transportation costs are very moderate. There's so many lots of different transportations you can use in that area. The metro, they have the rail, so like the subway rail, and then they also have lots of taxi systems, Uber, cars, buses, things like that. So transportation is not an issue in the Central Valley area. It's very diverse in there. And then low cost of living. Arizona's overall living costs are below the national average, which is very important when you're looking into moving to another place. It's also good to look at that cost of living because that's a big consideration that you should look into when moving to a specific state. And I'm happy to say that Arizona's overall is lower than the national average, which is awesome. That offers a more affordable lifestyle, gives you a bit more flexibility on how you use your paycheck, and lets you do more fun things. Yeah, we'll go to the next slide. Great. So as you're considering moving to Arizona as a nurse, with these awesome opportunities that we have available, you might have a spouse or some dependents that are wanting to also work. And what's awesome about these direct hire opportunities is you and your family will be coming here on those EB3 green card visas, which enables your spouse and dependents to also work. And these are some notable job opportunities in the area of Arizona, like software developers, customer service representatives, lots of hotel chains, and lots of accommodations kind of job opportunities there. Retail sales associates, medical assistants, administrative assistants, accountants and auditors, truck drivers, construction workers. Lots of construction going on in Arizona. It's booming, like I said. And then teachers, hospitality, and tourism staff. Again, lots of hotels, schools, restaurant workers, dentist office. I mean, there's a lot of things. There's anything you can think of, Arizona probably has it in that area. So lots of opportunities, again, for your spouse and dependents when they arrive there. Unemployment rate, again, in Arizona is on the lower side compared to the national average. So lots of job opportunities going on there. So we'll go to the next slide.
All right. Thank you, Tyson. For the great presentation about Arizona. It's great, always great to know more about the states and cities here in the United States, and those are all great information, especially for our international nurses who is like planning or applying or like thinking about working in the United States. And also, CommonSpirit is really a great company. So yeah, just if you're considering working in the United States, Arizona and CommonSpirit are like a great combination. Okay, so we are on the Q&A part of the webinar. So I have just a few questions here, Tyson, for you about Arizona. So let's start with the first question. What qualifications do I need to meet to work as a nurse in Arizona?
Yeah, so currently with our employer CommonSpirit, a lot of our employers technically they require you need to be you have to have passed your NCLEX to work as a registered nurse with a lot of our employers, and you need to be currently working at the bedside, typically with at least 1 to 2 years of that bedside experience. And we always prefer that you stay in the unit that you have the most experience in. It just makes it a lot easier for opportunities and job opportunities like that. But again, I'd say those main points to be eligible for any RN opportunity here in the United States with any of our employers is pass the NCLEX, be currently working as a nurse, and have a few years of experience under your belt, and you'll be golden.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, those are all correct. And so, next question. Do you help with the relocation process in Arizona, like in the United States?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have an awesome relocation team that we work close with, that you'd be working with when it comes closer to your arrival time. They'll be helping you with booking flights, looking into housing. A lot of our employers, like CommonSpirit, and these they do provide some sort of housing benefit or housing package in there, and that's a great opportunity, and it makes it easier for you and your family to come to the United States and make that easy transition. And again, our relocation team is there to assist you with all of that. Again, booking flights, housing, figuring that out, and a lot more. And their job is just to make everything the easiest and smoothest transition as possible for you and your family, and make sure that you get here on time and everything ready to go.
Awesome. Okay. Here's the next question, Tyson. Is there public transportation available for nurses commuting to work in Arizona?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the fun things is, and when I was in school, I got to actually tour a lot of these different hospitals in the Arizona region, and a lot of in the Central Valley area, a lot of these hospitals, they're very close to transportation. Again, there's a lot of metro rails and buses available all throughout the Central Valley area. I'm talking about Gilbert, Mesa, Chandler, Phoenix, Tempe, Scottsdale, all parts of those areas have transportation, again, like buses, monorail, and then they have Uber, those apps, the driving services if you need it, and then cars are readily available. So lots of different public transportation, and I wouldn't see that as a concern. But yeah.
Awesome. And just a follow-up question about that. What's the
Mhm.
average like commute time if you're working, from one place to another? For example,
Yeah.
your work.
So
Yeah, if you're working.
absolutely. So I think the nice thing about that is, again, following up again with your relocation coordinator and how they work with you is something they'll be helping you do to do is find affordable housing, whether that's an apartment or a house or something like that, close by to your workplace, that hospital employer that you'll be working with. And I'd say typically your commute can be 5, 10. I'd say an average of 10 to 15 minutes. It's honestly not that far. Again, Arizona is very populated, so there's a lot of hospitals all over the area of the Central Valley region and close by to where you might be living. So,
Oh, cool. That's awesome. You said 10 to 15 minutes.
mhm.
So what I heard here in Charlotte is like 20 around the sweet spot is 20 to 30 minutes. That's the
Right,
average commute here
right.
in Charlotte. And yeah, just so to all of our viewers, my wife is also a nurse. Like her average commute every day is like 25 minutes going to work and going back. So it's like likely about an hour
Mm.
of commute every day. Yeah, yeah, cool. Um, and you mentioned about schools a while ago. So when it comes to schools, how would you describe the education system in Arizona? Just so,
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. So, I mean, again, I grew up in Arizona. I have a firsthand knowledge of kind of the school system and the public school system as well. And I absolutely loved my experiences there, elementary, middle school, high school, all throughout that. I honestly believe that Arizona has some top tier teachers and education there. And there's a wide range of public schools that you can choose from. And that's the nice thing about it. It gives you flexibility. You can do your research. But a lot of the school systems, they're very well staffed. And then being in such a populated area, you're going to have options too. So they also have charter schools and public school or private schools, if you want to look into those too. So lots of different education options for you and for your children, and then even for you, there's a lot of universities if you want to further your education. You got ASU, Arizona State University, that's in the Tempe, Phoenix area. That's a big college and in Arizona. And then you also have the University of Arizona down in Tucson. So lots of school different options and college community or community college options there too.
All right, awesome. Yeah, and you mentioned Phoenix. So in our culture in the Philippines, basketball is really big. So Phoenix right now, Kevin Durant is
You're
like
right.
one of
Yeah.
the superstars. So
Yeah. You got the
consider
Suns in
Arizona.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just won the gold medal in the Olympics for the
Yeah, it was
basketball.
awesome to watch. It
Man,
was awesome to watch. But
all
yeah, you
right.
have the Phoenix Suns, that's the basketball team. Um, you have the Diamondbacks, the D-backs. That's the baseball team if you're a fan of baseball, and then the Cardinals. That's NFL football. So it's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of sports, a lot of sports. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah, Tyson mentioned about NFL. When I first came in the United States, I was not really watching American football, but when I started watching that, oh man, it's really great. It's like a basketball, but in a whole lot of like in a different world.
right. A
It's
lot
great.
of people getting hurt, right?
Yeah,
Getting
awesome. But yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
awesome.
Okay. Next question. Are there any specific areas in Arizona that are better for nurses to live and work in?
I honestly think you can't go wrong with a lot of places in Arizona. Again, where you're going to be living in is going to have they're going to have a hospital system in that area. So depending on where you go, Phoenix,
Mm.
Tempe, Chandler, I mean, even up north in Prescott, Flagstaff, down south in Tucson, anywhere you go, a lot of those places, I'd say they're tight knit communities. They have lots of activities. lots of plus sides wherever you go, affordable housing options that you can find. I wouldn't say that there's any wrong place to go to, just depending on your employer in that area. That's up to you to do your research on that. But I truly believe that there's not one best place. I might be a little biased. I love the Gilbert Mesa area, but I just grew up there. But yeah, I love all the places in Arizona. Really, they all have their pros. So.
Oh yeah, correct, correct. Okay, we're done with our last two questions.
Okay.
So next question: do you hire medical technologists?
Yeah, so with any regards to questions with that, I would just direct you back to your recruiter, or you can look onto our website with more information. And you can email us at recruiting@healthstaff.org, and one of our representatives can assist you with any questions regarding opportunities that we have available at this time.
All right, awesome. And also, you can see it in the screen that you can chat with our live recruiters. Go to healthstaff.org /live chat, and they will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Okay, so we're down with our last question for today. Do hospitals in Arizona offer flexible work schedules for nurses?
So yes, with a lot of the employers that we work with, you'll be under these contracts. They're typically about 3 years long. It's full-time employment, so it's job security for you, which is an awesome thing that they're offering. Sponsorship for a green card as you come here. That's something that I would just recommend you talk with your unit manager and things like that once you start working. I'm sure they'd be willing to work with you on how your schedule's built out. But typically, as a full-time employee under contract through your employer, you'll be working anywhere from 36 to 40 hours per week. And that's what you can expect as a full-time employee working in a hospital. But again, those specific questions, I believe, would just have to be asked by your unit manager once you start working, things like that. But I could say to expect that 36 to 40 hours per week as a registered nurse here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just to also share our experience here in the United States before coming here, like the average working hours in the Philippines was like 40 hours, and that's like 8 hours a day. But my wife, when she started working here, it's like 12 hours, and she only requires to work like
Mhm.
3 times a week. So that's
Right.
36 hours, and you can always do extra shifts. And also, hospital systems offer bonuses when you do, overtime. That's
Yeah.
great. Okay, so that's for our Q&A session. So I just want to mention about this following information. Please like us on Facebook for immigration updates and new positions. And always, we have webinars weekly. So if you can like and follow us on our Facebook and also in our other social media platforms uh, to get updated to all of the news about worldwide health staff solutions. And also, we have this Refer a Nurse program. So refer your nurse friend today and get earn up to $250 when if you have a successful friend, or if they are an NCLEX passer and have a minimum 1 year current bedside experience. I will also put that on the chat so you can explore this opportunity. $250 in other countries is big. So that's a great opportunity. Like while waiting for your or you're processing your documents or um, any information before going in the United States. Okay, so that's it for this session for this webinar. So any last thoughts, Tyson?
No, yeah, I'm absolutely excited for everyone. Arizona is a great place. I'm a huge fan of Arizona. Definitely something you guys should consider. And yeah, I hope to hear from you all.